Hello and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm doing something a little different with my paper crafting. I'm not making cards or doing a scrapbook layout. I'm making a coupon booklet for my sister, or I guess you could call it a gift certificate booklet. So I designed these gift certificates in MS Word and then just printed them off in regular cardstock, or not cardstock, but regular printing paper. So you want to use a thin paper so you can tear it. Then I'm just using a cutting blade and a ruler, and this is a fabric ruler, which will work great for this. So I'm just using this roller thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but my mom has several of these because growing up she sewed a lot. She actually still sews a lot. She mostly makes quilts. But you would use this with a transfer paper so that you could transfer pattern onto your fabric, usually for things like darts. Anyway, if you have one of these laying around, you can just go down the side and it'll make a perforation so that you can tear your fabric. Now, other people have maybe a scan and cut or a Cricut that can cut sort of a lined edge so that you can tear it. I've also seen paper punches that can do this, but I'm all for using what you have to do what you want so you don't have to buy something new. So if you have one of these laying around, or if you see one in a garage sale, this works great for this. Now, I cut these just a little bit less than 6 inches wide so that I can use 12 by 12 paper. And I'm not sure about the width of it, probably about 3.5 inches. That part doesn't matter so much. However, I wished I'd done my printing just a little bit smaller so I would have more of an edge, because I'm going to bind this together in some paper, and that won't allow very much room for the tear out part to stick out. We don't have any kids in our family. We're all just adults, so just my mom and my sister. So we like to buy gifts that either we can use or eat or give experiences, which this is more for that. So we like to go on vacation, and we haven't been for quite a long time. So we're planning on going to Maine this summer and maybe Vermont as a driving vacation. So I made these certificates for my sister, and they're all for different things. So some is saying that I'll pay for the hotel night for 3 different nights, and then one for a tank of gas, and for a seafood dinner. We like to go to a lobster shack, miniature golf, and then ice cream, because we heard they have blueberry ice cream in Maine and something called a creamy in Vermont, so I said I'd pay for those. For my booklet cover, I'm using some Echo Park pattern paper, and this is an old set that comes from the Ahoy there collection. So you can use, whatever type of paper goes with the theme of your gifts. Maybe you could use a happy birthday paper if you're giving this as a birthday, which is what I'm doing. So I'm just using the skeleton trimmer, which we picked up at a garage sale a long time ago. And I'm cutting it. It's 12 inches wide, so fine. So then I'm just cutting it a little bit wider than what my certificates are, so you can see that it's a little wider. Now I'm just using my scoreboard from We Are Memory Keepers to score my booklet. I'm just checking the size, and then I know I'm really using 12-inch wide paper, so really just need to score an 1/8 inch on either side of the halfway mark. So in this case, it's 6 1/8 and 5 7/8. And then I'll just use my tool to crease my paper. Now, if you have a bone folder, that works great too. Now, you could put your booklet together different ways. You could use staples. That'd be pretty boring. You can also use paper punch and use some brads, which I showed there at the beginning. I'm going to use my crocodile and use some eyelets. So this is a box of different ones I have from We Are Memory Keepers, and I settled on some kind of gold colored ones that are star shaped. I thought that looked kind of nautical. It took me a little bit of time to figure out how to do this since I haven't used my crocodile in a while. So I just wanted to make sure I had the brad in right so that the star will go on top of the paper instead of in the back of the book. Now, when I did my first one, I found out it didn't punch all the way through, so then I had to redo it. Now, to help, I did crease my book in the halfway mark so the paper laid a little bit flatter when I was doing this. And then I took a paper punch and punched holes all the way through my papers and then also through the booklet. So I used the holes in this one to line up the holes in my booklet, and then I'd use my crocodile to put in the brads, and that way it didn't have to punch all the way through the paper to put them in. Now when I did the second one, which is the one I did first but was a little bit flattened from the first time I did it, it didn't quite catch all the way, but I decided it didn't matter because I'm going to use some ribbon later, and they'll make sure it holds in and also covers up the prongs that didn't quite go all the way into the paper. Then I'm just running some navy ribbon through my holes and tying a bow, and that will make sure it holds it all together and gives it a finished look. Now, I'm not great with bow tying, so I always make my ends really long and then cut it off to make it look even. Then I'm just using some stickers that came with this kit to decorate the front. You could also go around the paper with some ink blending, maybe use some distress ink around it, but I stopped with the stickers. Now you can use any type of paper. You could also do different types of coupons. You could do coupons for things you'll do for them, like I'll shovel your driveway if it's snowing, or good for one night babysitting, anything like that you can make into a coupon. I hope this inspires you to make your own coupon or gift certificate book. And I'll put all the products that I use in the description below. Some of these items may not be available anymore since the paper is older, but you can use whatever type of paper that you have and whatever goes with the theme of your coupons. I want to thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And also, if you're not a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day.